2004 Ford Focus ZTS. So as I'm working on this 2004 Ford Focus ZTS 2.3 liter intake manifold, here's some of the tools I'm using. A lot of 1/4 inch is what I'm able to use on here. And I use this 10 millimeter, and then I use this specifically for the bolt that goes through the center here. If you can see it, this is the new one. I actually have a little silicone in there so I can hold it in place while I bolt it back on. But I stick this in the hole as far as I can, then I stick this in the hole as far as I can, then I add the other shorter one. It allows me to get in there, and then I use my swivel, of course, and wrenches and break it loose. Don't really worry about getting it out, just turn it so it comes out. And 10 millimeter on here, an extension. We got a 27 millimeter or 27 Torx, 30 Torx, 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter. Assortment of extensions. Don't forget to swap parts over. There is a vacuum nipple right there that needs a plug, probably. This vacuum line, probably a map sensor or a temperature sensor there, intake temperature sensor there. And we'll be, of course, transferring over these solenoids here. For this piece right here, the pipe that goes in there, you should be able to just push down on the red here and release. The tube should come off right there. I think that's about it. Also, when you're doing this job, make sure you just get a new PCV valve hose. It goes right down here. Mine's in poor shape. It's got a big long crack in it. So you'll see the crack on there. So just order this piece up. That'll really help. You can cut the old one off and be easier to get the new one on. And I got a couple of long needle noses too. Those 2 needle noses there is what I use too to get to those clamps. Alright, we've got all the bolts started. I've used a magnet to get bolts in the hole, and my fingers. And also, if you wad up some paper on the end of your socket and wedge the paper in there, you can put a bolt on a socket and it won't fall out with the paper wedged in there. I think you can see down there that center bolt, which is tricky. I RTV'd that in place a little bit so it doesn't fall out, and just left it there. And so I have my setup right here, and I've got it started. So I can just turn it in. See the intakes going up. It's pretty much like that. Just wanted to show you how to do it. I'll have to get in there and tighten it down all the way, but just wanted to show you how I got to that. Those tools. Otherwise, it's not too bad of a job overall. Take your time, and again, with the right extension, the right tools, it's a job you can handle. And we'll just transfer necessary parts on a new intake. Maybe I'll give you a shot underneath as well. So here's the view underneath the Ford Focus. We got one 10 millimeter bolt there to get to the dipstick tube. Has got an O-ring on it. You can just pull the dipstick tube out with the 2 Torx bit bolts. You can see that nasty hose up there above the starter. Otherwise, not too much underneath here to get to. Mostly that bolt and the dipstick. I think most everything else you can get to from up above. So there you go. Here's an example of that plug. Just hold that red piece down. See, it comes right out. So just hold that down. It'll come out. And that's this right here. There we go. It's on.